For those that don't know, the Green EP was actually my first actual release as an artist. I haven't really released any material as a solo artist. The Christmas record comes out, but that's not, that's something that we do for the holidays. But as an actual release, Green EP was my first release, and everybody that know me know I get down with the 420. So, what I decided to do is just put it out there for everybody that enjoys that enlightenment and that getting lifted. And it took me about 7-8 months to get the whole CD together. I was actually supposed to drop it. Matter of fact, longer than that, I was supposed to drop it last year, 420, but I wasn't happy with the way that it sounded, so it took me another year to get the songs to where I'm comfortable with them. And I'm happy with it. I've gotten a lot of downloads, and I'm very thankful about it because as an independent artist, it was a successful release because within 2 weeks' time, we had almost 2,000 downloads. It's been out almost 2.5, 3 weeks. And with no radio, with no online voicing, how you can go out there and pay people to do it. Just on the strength of the love that people got from our music, we were able to get almost 2,000 downloads in 2 weeks. So it's been successful for me, by those standards. And, it was just something that I wanted to put out there because I represent that, you know what I'm saying?
Word. So let's get into this CD because I got a lot of questions. You got a lot of features on here. That intro speak for itself with the cost and everything. I see how you get it in, but tell me about this one right here. It's so easy. Let me get the volume on here. Where you come up with the concept and everything for this?
Originally, So Easy was supposed to be for Terminology, an artist by the name of Terminology. And I wound up not being able to get him on the beat. He wound up picking another track. So what I did was just, it was just inspiration. The chorus on that song is actually from another one of my records that features Buckshot and Keith Money on it. And then, a bunch of other samples. But the inspiration came because people think it's so easy to get music out there. And, I just wanted people to see, it's a grind and it's easy to, it's not as complicated as people make it, but like I said, the beat was originally, I produced the beat for an artist by the name of Terminology, and with them picking another record, it just left that beat open, and as an MC, I couldn't not do nothing with it, so, that's how I came up with that record.
Word. And you was just being there, just ripping it. So.
Yeah, definitely, and it's also in the spirit of 420, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if you put a Dutch in the air and rock with me, you know what I'm saying?
Or in this case, Smoke With Me, huh? And that's featuring who? Rico? Who is Rico?
My man Rico, Young Chino, from Long Island or whatever. That was a record that we did that I actually had the verses and the chorus to, and he came in the studio and just had to jump on it, and he was dope. He's out there running right now. Shouts out to Potent TV and the whole Potent movement, Potent Media, Young Earth Dollars, my man H, and everybody merged, the whole family. Rico's down with that movement, dude. That's, close related family to me, so I had to have him on the joint, but that's just how we get down, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to smoke with me, you know what I'm saying? So we just had to do it. That's how it came together. We want to feel good, hip-hop records that kind of got that West Coast feel to it.
Yep. So you were just in there feeling this, huh?
Yeah, definitely. And then, like I said, a lot of times with these songs, I go on what sounds good. Maybe not technically correct, but it sounds good. So, that's just how it was, man. We roll up, light it, and put it in the air and make good music.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, track number 4, Get Lifted. I know. I'm going to just let you go ahead.
Well, for those that don't know, Get Lifted was originally produced by Eric Sermon that was on Keith Murray's first album. And Murray being my brother and that being one of my favorite records, I wanted to, breathe some new life into that record and bring it back. So I went and got the same sample. I did something a little bit different with it. And that's what we was paying homage to my brother Keith and to Eric. And, and like you say, it's self-explanatory. Get Lifted. And to the young ones that don't know that record, you must go get that song because that original record was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That video in the kitchen with with the box of cereal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a crazy, crazy record. So I wanted to bring that vibe back because that's what's missing in hip hop today is that vibe, like that warmness from the sample, the lyricism, the production quality. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that record was about. That was just my way of paying homage to my brother Keith and to Eric. You know what I'm saying? And just a record that I always loved and wanted to redo. So I just did it.
All right. Man, all I can say is flavor. So, now I see you featuring the Promedian. How you pronounce that?
Smokey featuring the Prime Meridian out of Chicago.
All right, and so you got everybody from all.
Them brothers came to New York in 2009, and they had a show there, and a mutual friend of ours, Erica Watson, who's a TV star and an actress and a comedian and all this stuff like that. She's friends with them originally from Chicago. When we met, they laid their verses down to it. We did like 3 or 4 records, but they're a real big group out in the Chicago area, like a real well-known group. And I just had to do that record. When they heard it, they had to get on it. You know what I'm saying? So we did the song, and it just came together so beautifully. And originally, I did the whole song by myself, but when they did their verses, I had to shorten mine up. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So yeah, so definitely want to give a big shout to Reese and to Simeon and the whole Chicago to go in. Precise is there, you know what I'm saying? With Dell, the whole Take Action, Emily and everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? We're going to actually be in Chicago in the next month or so at the Silver Room. So, whenever people hear this, if this is, depending on the broadcast, look out for it coming out to the Chicago area. You know what I'm saying?
Word. All right, and now we got Fired Up featuring who?
That's Trav. Shout out to Trav and the whole D-Block team artist. Trav is an artist that is down with, like I said, with the D-Block team. And that's just my man, like, you know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy. Like, me and him go back, like, years and years and years. So we just had that record, and I was like, yo, it's perfect, Fired Up for the Green EP. It just took me a little while to get the record the way I wanted it as far as the mix down was concerned and certain instrumentation. But, a lot of them records are real self-explanatory. And like I said, Trav is a dope MC in a group called Team Artist with the brother ST. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so shouts out to Straw, Trav, Mario, everybody, the whole D-Block team. You already know.
Word. These beats is banging, dog. What kind of equipment do you use anyway?
I use everything. Anything I can use. Right now, for the last, I say 2 years, I've been real heavy. I got rid of, I used to have a MPC 3000, then I had the 2000, and I had the ASR 10s. Like, I got pretty much every piece of equipment you could have. But what I started doing was incorporating all of my so-called analog equipment into the digital environment. So now I'm using, the latest versions of Fruity Loop, the latest versions of Reason, Amplitude, all of these different things. So I incorporate everything. I use everything, live instrumentation, everything.
Word. It sounds like it. Man. So, like you say, everything is self-explanatory. That Private Party now.
Yeah, that's an artist on there by the name of Felicia from Brentwood, New York, that's singing on the chorus. That was an artist that I was working with. And basically I did the record, and I just felt like it needs a female on it to bring it to life, to get the females involved in it. And Private Party is just like saying, yo, we can have a private party. We don't got to be up in the club. We can, chill till 2, 3 in the morning and head to the club, get it popping, party some more.
I hear you. Man, this sounds like a fun song.
With that beat, a couple of people emailed me and asked me did Timberland produce that, and I was like, nah, because me and them came from the same place, so a lot of our sounds sometimes, would sound the same. name, but nah, he didn't do that. It's funny because a lot of people ask me that when they hear that song.
That funk, you got that little funk in it, huh?
Yeah.
So any of this freestyle, or you write all that stuff?
No, I don't write anything. I haven't wrote a rhyme since I was 12 or 13 years old. I don't write nothing down.
You just get it there and do that shit. I feel you, dog.
Yeah, and then what I do is like I'll listen to it, and if I don't like it, I'll take what I did and reconstruct it, bar by bar, but I don't technically write anything down. Like nothing on the album was written. It's not none of my records have written down verses. Like there's no piece of paper anywhere with anything written down. And I know a lot of people say, oh, Jay-Z started that. Nah, before Jay-Z even thought about doing that, it's an artist that I knew that was rocking like that, and that's where I got it from. I saw all of that. Oh, you trying to be like Jay-Z? No, I'm just being me. I don't write rhymes because I'm an MC, so I should be able to go off of what I'm feeling. I shouldn't have to write it down, so to speak. I mean, a lot of people write, but at the end of the day, I feel like I'm constricted to what's on the paper once it's written. So I don't like that constriction. Like I gotta say what's on the paper. Nah, I want to say whatever I feel like in the moment.
I feel you. So you just rocking the beat.
Right, that's it. It's called the art of MCing, man.
Go ahead. You is not playing, and that lethal dosage. Man.
Shout out to the Alchemist on that. That was something that I recorded because I had the beat, and I was just like, yo, I never did nothing with this Alchemist track. Let me go ahead and go in on that. So what I did was that's all me. For those that don't know, when they hear that record, lethal dosage is a line that Keith Murray was the one of his songs. I stay with the lethal dosage. Turn on the mic and she's run like roaches. That comes directly from a Keith Murray quote. So that was another way of me, saluting my big brother. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt.
That's right there. That's a serious record that lethal dosage. So if you're an MC, if you enjoy the art of MCing, that's what you might want to listen to that.
Hey, you on this track, man, I was like, wow, this is a preview for that anti-skinny jeans movement, because I know, I was listening to the lyrics. I mean, you sound a little bit like the Mad Rapper. I'm tripping, but I'm just saying, as far as like, you sound a little fed up with what's going on in hip-hop or rap music today, whatever they want to call it.
Right, well, I'm just fed up with the state of our people, not so much hip-hop music, just the state of our people. When I say our people, this is mostly directed at black folks, because we already know we are hip-hop. And basically what's going on in the world now, and yeah, I'm irate, I'm pissed off, because there's some ignorant shit going on out here. The music has been slowed down so slow that you don't even have to think no more. And you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to the brother, but when you could get away with saying things like, I'm Liberace, John Gotti at the same time, that's a Rick Ross line. Everybody running around singing it, but nobody stopped to ask themselves, who is Liberace? Who is John Gotti?
Right.
Nobody stopped to ask themselves that, because at the end of the day, you don't got to think about it. You say, oh, Liberace had a lot of jewelry, and he was a faggot. No disrespect, but he was a faggot that wore a lot of jewelry. John Gotti was a crime boss and the biggest rat of all time.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
You just called yourself a gangster ass rat faggot. Like,
yeah, that's just like